Hello. Oh, look, we have a traffic jam. Look at this. A real traffic jam in Toronto. Anyway, hello. I thought I'd do a live video because this is the last day of the month and I still have about half of my data on my phone and I'm determined to use it up. So making a live video and having it upload online is pretty cool while I'm driving. I'm not driving. Milton's driving. So, I don't know what to tell you about, but I thought I should talk to you. I'm trying to, I've got these garden beds, which I've showed you, tried to make videos about, but they're very random. Anyway, so I have now filled them with logs, leaves, composted leaves, and leaf litter, you know, like different kinds of leaf stuff. All this came from the garbage pile, the what is it called? The brush pile at the dump. And then I got a load of horse manure and a load of cow manure. Oh yes, and cardboard. And so, look, a special constable car. Anyway, and so they're pretty close to the top now. I have to add more. I think I used more decomposed cow manure or horse manure. I think I'll put another load of that in. That'd be good. And so they're almost ready to plant. I've got them in a circle around Everfar Labyrinth. Do you remember Everfar Labyrinth when it was a labyrinth and I would and had thyme on the bottom, and then I planted all my daylilies in the lines. Yes, cardboard is really good. If you put it down, the horse manure I got had some grass in it, and those roots are murder. I got out as much as I could. And then I put that cardboard down under it. I put the horse manure with the weeds in it as much as I could get out, got out, but there's going to be tiny little bits and it'll all become a big garden of grass if I'm not careful. So I put down another load of cardboard on top of that because the grass has a hard time going through the cardboard. Yeah, those daylilies were great, but you know, they never grew. I think it's because that soil there is so bad, which is why I'm putting these garden beds there, because the soil is so bad, and having even those beds there will change the microclimate. It'll cool it down closer to the ground, and I'm spilling my stuff as I work. So there's bits of manure, and there's bits of leaves and things, and not logs or cardboard. But anyway, so this is on the time that's for the labyrinth. I've been journaling while I drive. I'm trying to catch up. I find that I get so busy and I work hard, and then when I go to journal about it, if my phone is dead, I don't do it. I put it away, plug it in, it's gone, and I'm busy doing stuff, and the day goes by and I get to the end of the day and I'm too tired to write, and so I don't write. The next day, I don't want to write about the next day until I've written about the day before, because with my live journal it's hard to reorganize them without the web, so you have to go online to change the date and the order of the entries. So now I have a laptop and I can do that. It's really nice to have my body back. It's really amazing. It's really amazing. I'm eating good food. I've lost 5 more pounds. I think I weigh about 160. Well, this morning it was 162.4. But I think it's usually more like 165. Sometimes 164. It changes though. Every day it's up and down, so you can't really tell if you're losing weight. I mean, today is a low point without having the flu or something. Anyway, there's also ticks have moved to Canada. You know, people that don't think that the climate has changed. Well, we certainly have a different animals and different bugs here now, and different plants. Things that wouldn't grow before will, and animals and bugs that didn't used to be here are here. Raccoon rabies crossed the border a number of years ago. We didn't have it in Canada before that. They put down all these poison pellets everywhere to try and kill off the raccoons in the areas where they were finding them. Anyway, so the ticks have come up, and now we definitely have Lyme. We've had Lyme here for a while, but Canada wasn't really open to the idea of it until just recently. And now they say all ticks carry Lyme, but if they haven't got any blood in them, then you haven't been infected. I don't know if that's true or not. Anyway, I have not seen any ring around the tick that we removed from my arm the other day, but it did have a big black spot right in the center when we took the tick out. Had a quarter-inch across black spot, and then a red area around it. I thought perhaps I have a boil, and it had bitten in the top of the boil. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that was just the thing. Anyway, so I've been wearing pants. Yes, indeed. Imagine pants for me. Well, I've been finding white or light-colored pants at the dump, wearing white socks, which I put up over the end of the pants, and wear as light a turtleneck sweater as I can. Light-colored turtleneck sweater. Our last frost is June 1st here, so it's not too hot yet. Today's the 31st of May. Hey, tomorrow's last frost. Ha ha ha. Anyway, so I've been wearing all that when I go outside. Yes, I tuck in the pants into my socks, and except for what falls in around my neck, I'm okay. But if I don't wear a turtleneck, stuff can get in here, because I'm always in the woods pulling on stuff. And, I have this very cool little hat. I wonder if it's in this car. I don't think so. But anyway, it's one of those little white bonnets. It's got the puffy part at the back, and then this little shelter over the front, It's a perfect hat. I had no idea. You pull a little shelter thing down, a little cover, and it becomes a sun visor. And all my hair, look at all my hair. I got a lot of hair now. It was longer before it is so curly, I'm trying this new curls thing. Curly hair method. You don't dry it all the way. You just towel dry it a little bit and leave it pretty wet. Then I sleep with it on a towel, and and it lets all of the curls happen overnight. It seems to be the perfect way to have curly hair. It's Toronto traffic. Anyway, so I have this little bonnet, and my hair fits in it, and then I spray my neck and my face and hands, and I'm good to go. And I haven't had any problem with ticks when I do those things. Mostly. Except now and then. Maybe it doesn't work. But anyway, I can quickly look at my whole body and say, I have no ticks on my clothes. Oh, you can't see it when I turn. Oh, yeah, you can. Anyway. And I've also been getting into mushroom hunting and morels. It's really cool. This is morel season, and they like to live under dead elms. And if there's a lot of dead elm branches and stuff, that seems to be the best place to find it, is in the midst of all these dead logs on the ground. Dead elms. And black cherry. There often seems to be black cherry growing near where I'm finding the elm. So I'm thinking maybe it's, he was finding them under, Learn Your Land guy, he was finding them under black cherry. And I've been looking under all these dead elms. It's very exciting to actually find them. Anyway, what did you say? Why is it so dark on here? Why is my screen so it on power saving mode? Am I not plugged in all the way? Looks very dark to me. Anyway, so what else should I tell you about? I'm doing well. Still losing weight. I have my go-to food is hummus, avocado chunks frozen, tiny tomatoes, chopped cucumbers, and green olives. And I mix that all together. It is so yummy. Ah, that is my food I eat now all the time. Anyway, so I've been trying to journal this morning, and let's see, we left home, so 3.5 hours ago, or 3 hours. I've been working on my journal for 3 hours, going back to other entries and adding more information and sticking the pictures in the right locations. And also, because I can't always write in my journal because my phone is dead, I took pictures of that little cute squirrel yesterday. He was so cute. He came running right up my legs, and he would sit on my leg and grab the nut. It was, he would come from across the deck. He would run across the deck and up my leg and get take the nut and leave. It was so fun. I used a half a can of almonds training him. I got him to come and eat out of my hand, and I got him to come and eat off my leg. And he was just all over the place. I mean, he would have thought nothing of climbing right up on my head. He was climbing up the back of the chair and down the side beside me, and he was looking all over. He was really checking me out. Scarlett and Mary have tamed him before, I guess. And maybe Abraham. I remember him sitting with nuts in his hand by a chipmunk that was living in a hole in the wall of the sunroom years ago. I remember Abraham sitting there holding these nuts and the squirrel coming and eating them. But if I make friends with this squirrel, I gotta make sure I keep him eating outside, because they have a way of coming in when the doors are open. And then when you close the screen, they're used to coming in with the doors open. You have a screen there, and then they'll just chew all through the screen. Did that right away when I had new screens. I think he did it on a window, and he did it on a door. Oh well, that's why I haven't made friends with him until now. I thought I'll try it. Scarlett said as long as you keep his food outside, he won't have a reason to come inside. That's a good point. So I guess I have to continue feeding them through the summer. That would be a good idea, I guess. Somebody told me yesterday, I got a comment on YouTube that said, please don't make any more videos. I thought maybe my response should be, please don't make any more comments. But then that person would probably go and give me a thumbs down on 14,000 videos, which is what they seem to like to do sometimes until they get tired of it. I think I have 18,000 videos. Maybe more. I don't know. No idea. I guess I could look. There's so many things that I want to film, and I just don't. How many minutes have I been talking? 14. Do you know that if your glasses are the wrong prescription and you pull them out just a little bit, the prescription changes. You get a better prescription. So if you can't see so well anymore, try that. It's amazing. If you want to see something far away, pull them even farther. It's amazing how that works. Your very own binoculars. Oh, I've started wearing my binoculars when I go out. That way, it's amazing, even sitting around the house. Yesterday I was sitting there, and there was a bluebird on one of the houses. I have houses on every post, or almost every post on the fence. There was a wren sitting on one house, and another wren on another house, and there was a bluebird up on another house. And I was watching, the bluebirds would go up and sit on the zip line. They've been sitting on that zip line for years, that seems to be their favorite place. Oh, they're stopped. This is really hard stop and go traffic. It's hard for all the cars behind and the cars in front. But then everybody gets out of this lane quick as can be, and then this lane goes faster. And then everybody comes into this lane, and then this lane goes slower. And then everybody goes out of this lane, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of weavers in Toronto area. It's very interesting to watch the bad drivers. Watch out, they're all stopping. Sorry. I do become a great backseat driver. I could have a career in this. Why is there no job description that I could get paid money to be a backseat driver? I could be employed all the time. Of course, I'm a backseat driver because I'm scared. Once you've had a few accidents that weren't your fault, you really become more aware of what the bad possibilities are. In Germany, I better get off. Okay, goodbye.